An O'Reilly Auto Parts gift card is the perfect gift for that hard-to-buy-for person. Give the gift of convenience from O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
And welcome to another episode of the Football Smack Talk Show. I am your host, Ryan.
I'm Eric.
Welcome in, everybody, to the next episode here on the Eagles Pinpool Network. Again, we are coming to you a Victory Wednesday. Seems to be the theme here as we, the Eagles, have won 8 in a row and look pretty unstoppable.
Yeah.
So,
I'll tell you what, it's like whatever they want to do, man. It just every game, like they find a way. They just keep finding a way. They answer the challenge. Oh, number one team against the run. Yeah, we're still going to run the ball down your throat. Good luck with that.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
It's been, it's been really great to see. Obviously, the Eagles certainly seem to be a slow, starting team. But, for the most part, they get it done when it matters. And, I got to say, a lot of people seem to get worried in the first quarter, second quarter even.
Yeah.
But I kind of wait and see. And so far, everything looks really good by the end of the game. So,
yeah,
you really just got to
we were watching this game together. When was the last time you saw me when the Eagles looked lethargic in the first quarter? You didn't see me freak out at all because you knew it's like this is just what we do.
Yeah, this has kind of been par for the course, and a really great team in the Ravens who have beaten some really nice teams so far this year.
Yeah,
have some weird losses, but they were all pretty much close and all right there. So. And Lamar and Derrick Henry are, playing at, an MVP level.
sure.
So certainly we had a tall, task ahead of us. And the Eagles stepped up and hats off to the defense. They've been playing absolutely beautiful. Speaking of the
defense is playing lights out.
Yeah. What would you say is your, top takeaway defensively? What was the storyline that you took out of this game defensively?
To me, it's just these young guys that they took in the first two rounds, Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean can ball. Like, they can just ball. Like, Cooper DeJean, a nickel corner, just running up there. Oh, big, monster running back, maybe the biggest running back in the freaking league. He's just like, yeah, whatever, dude. I'll just form tackle you and drive you into the dirt. Like, it was just fantastic. Like, these guys just play without fear.
Yeah, no, it was that was a fantastic tackle. Michael says she don't want a little puppy; she wants a big dog. Apparently, that's a BG quote. Thank you very much for checking in, Michael. And Krabby Oldman, I was okay until the third quarter. Yeah, and I get that. Like,
Sure.
I get it. They certainly had, it was a 2-point lead, I think, heading into halftime. And, again, Justin Tucker kind of sucking certainly made us all feel certainly better.
Seems like that's a trend around the NFL right now. It's kickers not doing well.
Yeah, you are not wrong. So, so it certainly, I agree, Krabby. It was certainly not until the kind of third quarter that I felt a lot better. And I think, again, on some of the shows that I've been on so far this week, I think the theme was maybe wait until the second half before I start tweeting out.
No angry tweets or the second half.
Yeah, exactly. So Quinyon made a similar hit like Coop on a tight end in the second quarter.
The Isaiah Likely hit, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. John Lennon would have a lot to say about the kickers this year. Yeah, they sure would. That's funny. All right, so it was the play of the young draftees, if you will. Offensively, same thing. What did you take out of the game offensively?
This offensive line is elite to the point where I don't know that we've ever seen anything like it. And I mean, and we've seen some good offensive lines here in Philadelphia, but the way that all 5 of them can pull and get to that next level on the run game, like, it is unbelievable. Like, I think we got spoiled with the decade or so of Jason Kelce just being able to pull from the center spot and get down the field, to where it's like we don't even really appreciate how special it is that, like, we can just tell our tackles and our guards that go pull to the other side, and it's no big deal. They can just do it.
Yeah, I mean that's certainly a bold statement. We've had some pretty stellar offensive linemen come through the Philadelphia Eagles. Jason Peters, Brooks, obviously Lane, obviously
Sure.
Jason Kelce, and yeah, listen, I don't know if I'll say that I just think Mekhi Becton seems to have been that missing piece where, like, all right, times were pretty good with the Isaac Seumalo. But man, Becton is so big, so powerful. And honestly, I know the theme so far this year has kind of been, hey, let's make sure we re-sign Zach Bond. He's been amazing. And I agree to that. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But I think equally so, there needs to be a sign Mekhi Becton swell going on.
Yeah, we need to get that petition going around the office.
Absolutely. Krabby says, too bad Eagles drive in the third plus Ravens move the ball on their 2 drives, although without scoring. Yeah. Listen, I think also the beauty of this offense is that it's definitely a wear you down kind of offense. Now, the run game in the first half wasn't, all that great. Wasn't super effective. But, the third, Saquon started to see some holes. And in the fourth, again, got that touchdown run, got over 100. It's kind of how he's been. In fact, I think I read a stat saying that, Saquon Barkley is number 1 with 1,499 yards.
Right.
Below him is Derrick Henry.
Right.
Below him is Josh Jacobs. And in fourth is Saquon Barkley's rushing yards in just the second half with 949 yards. It's almost 1,000 yards just in the second half of games. If you didn't count anything he did in the first half, he'd still theoretically would be third.
So basically, he pulled up to the stadium at midway through the first quarter, took the rest of the first half.
Bobby Boucher. What if Saquon Barkley showed up at halftime and the Eagles won the Bourbon Bowl?
Exactly. Yeah. And they do it because they didn't hold anything back.
That's right. That is absolutely right. It's an astonishing stat. And it just goes to show you that the Eagles really are a slow starting team. And what's great, I think, in my eyes, you look at where we were last year at 10-2. We're just coming off the San Fran loss. We got beat real bad. And we're 10-2 now. And we're coming off an 8 straight.
Different pass, but man, doesn't it feel a lot different?
Right. And there's such a different vibe to this team. We were barely squeaking by with victories, and it was ugly wins, and it just didn't feel right. We knew it, but we didn't want to kind of say it.
We didn't want to press the panic button. And look, when the New England Patriots, and a bad Patriots team quarterbacked by Mac Jones, had the ball at the end of the game with a chance to win against week 1 last year, and you how impressed could you really be with that win?
Yeah.
You won because of a nice pick 6, because again, Mac Jones is gonna Mac Jones.
Sure is.
And that's the reason you won. So it was really hard to get very excited about a whole lot last year.
Of course.
Every week it was just, hanging on the edge of your seat. until we got into that murderer's row and we were still finding ways to win for a while. Like, when we beat Kansas City in Kansas City on Monday night, and then we come back and we beat the Bills in overtime. Like, those were some great signature wins. Yeah. And then the next week, of course. Now, some of that could also have been San Francisco had 10 days to prepare for that game. And then Dallas had 10 days to prepare for that game.
Yep.
Now, and look, I get it. The schedule makers didn't do us any favors, but that's not their job to.
No, you're right. But yes, I think ultimately the Ravens was a nice signature win. Yes. Mm-hmm. People can kind of, make disparaging remarks of that we haven't really beaten anybody. But certainly the Ravens are top contender in the AFC. They have to be. Sure. So now I will say we do obviously we play the Panthers. I don't, like the word trap game. I don't like having to say don't overlook anybody. Everybody is a professional football player, but they're not great. But I will say, looking at the injury report, it was just a walkthrough. But Devontae Smith was full go. Mm-hmm. So that's encouraging. Blankenship with his concussion, Sidney Brown with his knee, Covey with his neck, and Goddard with his knee did not practice. And then they gave rest to Barkley, Becton, Carter, Sweat, and Slay was limited, still dealing with that concussion, and Johnny Wilson was limited with his hamstring. So we'll certainly keep an eye on whether or not Slay or Johnny Wilson will be able to play, and then obviously Blankenship, Sidney Brown. I believe Goddard is out. I know it hasn't been official.
Seems that way, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything you hear, the initial report was, it's not as bad as we thought. And then it was like, actually, wait a minute, one sec.
And, it wasn't as bad as we thought, but it's still not great. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're considering even putting him on the short-term IR.
Yeah, the 4-week. Yeah.
Yeah. And, I almost kind of want to say just do it.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, if you're thinking about it, why not just do it? Because you can do it now. It's 4 weeks.
And let him rest up for 4 weeks. Hopefully, you come back and what? There'll be one more game left.
Right. And that'll theoretically, hopefully, you're in a spot where you're not even worried about playing that one either.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Maybe you get him out there for a series just.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I would agree with that, though.
Again, I've been very critical of Dallas Goedert this year.
You have,
and
I have too, but you have.
You certainly have. Yeah. But outside of the New Orleans game,
yes,
he has not been special. He has not done what an elite tight end needs to do. And granted,
he had 2 touchdown catches or 3.
Yeah, he had 2.
Okay.
The
New Orleans and
did he score in New Orleans?
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he just put up a ton of yards. And because I know he scored in Dallas.
I think it was a ton. I think it was a ton of yards because I think he scored. Well, obviously he scored last week.
Right. Yeah, and then in Dallas. Yeah.
So right now he has played only 9 games, so he's missed 3. Mm-hmm. He has 38 receptions for 441 yards and only 2 touchdowns. That's not good.
No. And look, if he were to go on this 4-game IR, then he would have at least missed 7
games.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, how many games is this guy going to miss?
Look, your most important ability is availability. And
yeah.
I mean, look, I can toss all those cliches out that you want about all those things, but I think they're going to have to. We talked about it a lot last year during the draft process and wanting to get that second tight end. And JT Sanders, and obviously he got injured, and we hope he gets better soon.
Sure, of course. But and sadly we won't even get to see him play this weekend. So
no, I know. I was looking forward to that because that was the one thing I kept thinking. It's like, well, against Carolina, every time that JT Sanders makes a play, he's like, wow, could have had him.
Would have been nice to have him.
Yeah.
Q checks in. The passing game needs to come alive before the playoffs. Yeah, it's been very inconsistent.
Yeah.
I feel like Jalen Hurts is basically, a lot of people have been very critical of him in the national media. And I think it's very unfair because I think the way that their season is going, you're going to rely on Saquon Barkley, but let's not act like, he hasn't done this without a Saquon Barkley. Let's not act like he hasn't done this without, two All-Pro wide receivers. So
we just talked about last year. They were 10-2, the same record at the same time of year.
Right.
Granted, I know it felt different, but
right.
They were still winning. You should still get credit for that.
Absolutely. Go Birds, two best players. New this year, Dejean, Mitchell. Oh, three.
He meant three.
Yeah. What's going on, Lenny? I do got to reach out to you, Lenny, or I still got to get my speaker poll. It's still sitting with you, so I haven't forgotten about it because it is very important. I got to get that at some point. So maybe
loving my new Chuck Bednarik jersey. Freaking awesome.
There you go. Maybe Eric, why don't you go pick that up?
I have it right here. It's no, my jersey. Yeah, no, I don't have your. I don't have your whatchamacallit, the thing that you left there. No, he sent me the jersey.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were still needing your jersey.
Oh no! I was complimenting him on the jersey.
Okay, yeah. No, believe me, Lenny gets any jersey you need. He's great. Good
Lenny's
stuff.
the hook up.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's how I'm able to afford so many damn jerseys.
Yeah.
But Lenny, I gotta get out. Either get out that way or maybe
why don't we just do another jersey purchase? I'll go with you. We'll go pick it up. Two birds, one stone.
We can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Maybe we'll bring Shane.
Yeah.
Shane loves a good jersey, so
he does. I mean, not everything can be. Not every weekend can be devoted towards wedding planning, right?
Yeah, right. No, you did, Lenny. Thank you. I got my one of the most random jerseys I've ever gotten from Lenny recently, and that was my 49. I think it was
the Dan Klecko.
Yes. And honestly, I've been meaning to reach out to him for a while. We actually were middle school friends. I don't know what's middle school considered nowadays.
Junior high friends?
Nah, not even that old, I don't think.
Yeah.
Like 4th or 5th grade, I think.
Oh, okay.
But but obviously when he was Temple kid, and then obviously won a couple Super Bowls, and then came to the Eagles. That was pretty nice. So, but miss you too, Len. Don't worry. Susie, please give her.
Yeah, please send Susie her love.
Hope you guys had a fantastic holiday and a good upcoming holiday season as well. But yeah, we do got to get out to Jersey for some jerseys. I'm so close to 100.
Yeah, you got to get there.
I'm so close to 100, and I think I'm like, I want to say I'm like 60, almost 65% of the way done my my quest from 0 to 99.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I got to figure out a really nice way of once I do it, of how to display it.
Yeah.
And then again for the Guinness Book of World Records, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I feel like that's the thing. That should be a thing.
Right. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll have to share. I'll have to update my list and share that with everybody. It's some of the names are not pretty. Let's be honest. Every year, yeah, obviously, I look for new players that get numbers that I don't have. Like a Cooper DeJean was perfect for 33. Didn't have anybody. In fact, there was no one that wore 33 that was even remotely close to utilizing. So he got that, and I just hope to God he stays there. At least one more. At least one more. So
yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So moving on to Carolina. Sorry, we got sidetracked. It happens a lot. You're not used to the show. Yeah, if you're not used to this show, this is kind of what we do.
Yeah.
A lot of the shows that I do, Birds of the Round Table, or which you can certainly find on the Eagles Pinball Network, or even Party on Broad that I do with Dives on his YouTube channel. A lot of them are structured, not scripted. Yeah. Structured is the right word. Of like, hey, we're going to talk about this, and this, and it's well in advance, and it's we go back and forth about things we want to talk about, matchups, and this, that, and the other. Eric and I kind of do things a little differently. It's more of just a conversation that you would have with any one of your buddies.
Right. When we started this, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to simulate hey, we're two guys sitting around at a bar just talking Eagle sports. Yeah. And actually, at the time, it was Philly sports. We just wanted to talk about all of them, just whatever you would talk about, just sitting around with your buddies. And just BS and having a beer, and and that's what we wanted to do. And we've taken that, and now it's evolved into we pretty much just talk Eagles, and let's be honest, that's 90% of what we talked about. Anyway.
You're right. You're right. Listen, I think I can confidently say for the both of us. Now, this was certainly a little bit different when we were younger, but it's absolutely Eagles.
Yes,
I would say probably down here Phillies.
Yeah.
Then a little lower, I'm going to go down this way. I'm going to say for you Flyers and then Sixers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about the same for me. So obviously we gravitate towards, Eagles talk. And, we've had a couple of versions of this show. The first being the Philly Mick and Home show, which I don't even know if you can find out there anymore. But, we started that back in 2009, before pretty much anybody was doing. We're coming up on our 16th year of doing this, doing some sort of show where I guarantee you we are the longest running duo in Philly sports podcasting history. We have to be.
I guarantee that. Yeah, we really
absolutely have to be.
Yeah. So, I feel like that is something that we should we got to do something to get that out there. Like the rest of Philadelphia, like if you don't know about us, obviously you're living under a rock because we're pretty much the hottest school in Philadelphia. But
naturally.
I mean, come out to our tailgate, see our flag, flying every week.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, M3 baby. Lots of great events coming in Pittman. We will be there if we certainly can. As we always do. And we do appreciate you, Lenny. You do great things for not only Pittman but for the Philadelphia sports world. Krabby Oldman says, Ryan, your name came up on the Shane and Johnny gig earlier on the Shane page. Of course, no one was busting on you. Not at all. Great. Now I'm going to have to go back and listen to that to make sure to defend my honor.
I can't imagine that anybody would have anything less than glowing to say about you or any of your opinions or your takes.
Yeah. Bond is a great surprise. Yeah, he certainly listen, I was a big fan of him coming out of Wisconsin. And I think what's working is we're running kind of something that's very similar to what they were running his last year in Wisconsin. So I think he's feeling very comfortable. And it just on the other spots, it's just one of those things where it just, timing and situation and even positional wise, position group wise, just it wasn't the right fit. And for whatever reason, we're doing things that he's familiar with, he's comfortable with. Fangio and this Philadelphia Eagles defense seem to be a great fit. And honestly, if I'm his agent, I'd be like, listen, you've been a couple places elsewhere. Nothing has felt this great.
Right.
And listen, I'm sure you could go somewhere and wherever and make as much money as you possibly can. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But if you want a kind of longevity, maybe get that second contract afterwards, this is where you go. You sign a 3-year deal here, and then maybe you do that. But thank you, Lenny. I appreciate it. I must be on a rock. I didn't still belong to you guys until last year. Yeah, I mean, rightfully so. I mean, there are plenty of people that do this. So, am I the only one who can't stop calling Zach Bond Maxi, or are you guys all under 90 years old?
Well, I am in fact under 90, but not as far under 90 as you'd think.
Maxi. I'm assuming he's not talking about Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, if he's making a reference to being old and understanding the Maxey reference, then that's not Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah. Listen, I don't doubt that Krabby Oldman is going to educate us.
Hey, I welcome it. I love being educated on football, and you can always talk football to me.
Is that Maxi Bond? Is that how you pronounce it? Bond? Bona?
I guess, yeah, I would think.
But he was, he coached. That's where I know the name. I didn't know he was an actual player though. Okay. So that's probably what it is. Yeah, Maxi Bona. So you look at it and you want to say Balkan.
If you try to pronounce every letter, yeah, Balkan.
Balkan. No, but yeah, I remember the name as more of a coach. Yeah, maybe I'll have to ask our good buddy Larry about that name, unless for some reason he wasn't. He
pronounced the same. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
he died only last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so he was drafted in the 1960. So he played for the Eagles from 1960 to 65. So I believe Larry's grandfather.
What jersey number did he wear?
I have that on my phone. If he wore a jersey number, I have it. That is for sure. Let's see.
Oh, 9 Pro Bowls. Damn.
Yeah. That dude didn't mess around. Love it.
Nice.
Coach for Georgia Tech, Baltimore Colts, Detroit Lions, Cornell, Minnesota, Tampa, and then Baltimore again. There you go. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find a jersey number. 55? Yeah, it looks like 55.
Okay. Wow. All right, 55.
Looks like I already got somebody for 55.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're set there.
Miles here is an electrician running wiring for this new home build.
Good morning.
Miles doesn't have time for funny business.
I guess.
Miles traded up to serious commercial auto insurance from Geico for customized coverage that grows with his business, all for seriously low rates.
So where's the Geico surprise cameo?
Come again?
You know, like some big famous football player or something. He's going to bust through that wall, isn't he?
No, this ad is serious business.
Guys, get over here. You got to see this.
No, there's nothing funny over here. Sorry. Get more with Geico Commercial Insurance. Trade up today at geico.com/commercial.
So, might as well pronounce the same. 9 Pro Bowls, 7 times All Pro, Eagles, Rams, Skins. Yeah. All right. So I was familiar, just back of the brain. I can only assume. He is in the headlines right now today in the Inquirer. I wonder why that is.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have. Wait here. Oh, was he given diagnosed with CTE?
Oh.
Oh yeah, this was Tuesday. Yesterday. Yeah.
So just run his. Yeah, so you said he just passed a year ago, right?
Yeah, he passed a year ago. Says Hall of Fame finalist, 9-time NFL Pro Bowl Maxie Bond, diagnosed with CTE, announcing a CTE diagnosis through the Concussion Legacy Foundation to support CTE research. Geez. Okay. But he lived to be 85. Okay. Well, there you go. See, look, Crabby Oldman, you're helping educate the people, and I love that.
People helping people.
Just named finalist for the Hall of Fame. Well, hopefully he makes it this time because it looks like he's been a finalist, just have never got over the hump. So
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Love Ross Tucker. Cool. Met him early in the year, in the off season. It's a good dude. So actually, I gotta shoot him an email. Actually, but anyway, well, that's cool. That's definitely cool. And he's one of ours. He sure is.
Yes,
so
he is.
I'm down for any Philadelphia Eagle making to the Pro Bowl or for the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Eagles Hall of Fame. That's right. Yeah, I was thinking back. I want to say Shane was probably making fun of me for this. I have this microphone that's, it's a really nice microphone, but I have a special cord for my MacBook because I need, USB. So I have a microphone cord to USB. I can't find it for the life of me. It's in my house somewhere. I mean, we've been doing this for forever. I have a cord for everything at this point. So I just kind of have it just for almost looks like it's, again, like as if I'm using it.
I mean, like something like this guy that I'll occasionally bring out. Just
so it looks like you're using it, but it's not plugged in.
Like I'm using it. Yeah. It's not plugged in at all.
Nice.
I can show you. Here's the.
At least you got to. I mean, I literally I have microphones. I have microphones all over the place.
Well, I think if I plug it in, I got to figure out the setting because I'd have to plug in headphones to hear, and then I could hear you through the headphones.
See, that sounds like too much.
Yeah, that's the thing. So it's just like, so I could just have this out here, and it looks like I'm using a cool microphone. Okay.
Well, listen, we should do a test to make sure you don't have to use the headphones. This is what it's all about.
Well, every time I plug it in, like, and it's there and it's the microphone, I can't hear at all.
All right, so get yourself some headphones.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I could get some earbuds or something, and I can just plug it into the side here and just plug and put in the earbuds.
Boom. Okay, boom. I honestly, I really think we should because because obviously these are all these shows are going to be all eventually later this week available for download on Spotify, on Google Podcasts and Apple.
Mm-hmm.
So we probably should up our audio game, huh? I mean, obviously, I had the nice setup here. I got the Westbrook jersey. I have the Eagles bar that I'm doing this from. I have a couple of little whatevers here on the. I have what's this? I have this little Super Bowl with Fletcher Cox and Corey Clement signatures. Pretty sure I have Lane Johnson and Zach Ertz somewhere else. Not a big signature guy, but
Yeah, I'm not either. It's never really
when in
been my thing.
when in Rome, and if I don't have to pay an arm and a leg for it, I'm gonna do it.
Sure.
But anyway, see, this is what happens. We just completely go off the rails. So now we're talking about random things. But anyway, getting back. Oh, I also have to fix this thing in the middle here. Yeah, there's a lot I have to do. I have to do the opening countdown video once again. So I have to redo that. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into all this. So but anyway, we'll up our audio game. Don't worry, Shane. I'll
actually plug in my microphone. Oh, gosh, I guess I'll do that.
See, there you go, buddy.
I'll do that for you, buddy. I'll do that for you, Shane.
Yeah. So, well, listen. Hopefully, this is a nice, comfortable. Obviously, we don't want to look, past anybody.
You can't
comfortable victory.
Anybody.
Let's hope we can rest some starters in the fourth quarter, get ourselves healthy and ready to go for a pretty nice battle with Pittsburgh the following week, which you stupidly sold your tickets or traded your tickets for other tickets. So, yeah, same thing. But that's going to be one hell of a tailgate. You should just come tailgate. Just hang out next Xfinity Live.
I think my days of tailgating for games that I'm not attending, I don't think I'm big on that.
Oh, boo. Comfortable trap game loss. Boo. Don't put that. Although I will say, when Q puts stuff like that out into the world, the opposite usually does happen. So,
all right, so that means we're gonna roll. Sounds good.
Yeah, let's hope so. All right, folks. Well, listen, we've BS'd enough, and we'll get back into the swing of things. I've gotten so comfortable not hosting, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is. It's so much fun to not have to host.
Let me tell you, it is pretty nice. Yeah.
I mean, you do a wrestling pod. Do you still do that?
Yes. Okay. Yep. We'll be back at it. Actually, I got to find out from him tonight if he wants to do it tonight or tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, so before we get out of here, let the people know what you got going on.
Yeah, so like I said, either tonight or tomorrow, it'll be on I guess it's on the Philly Sports Alliance. Is that still a thing? The Philly Sports Alliance? Nope. Okay, so it'll probably just be on. I'll have to find out where I stream that to.
You do have your own dedicated page.
Yeah. To the Turning Heel podcast page. So that's where it'll be available for everybody. So yeah, come check that out. The Turning Heel podcast. Give us a listen, and hopefully you enjoy it. We'll be talking Survivor Series breakdown.
Okay, well there you go. And then of course, yes, if you guys have not already subscribed, liked, gave 5-star ratings to everywhere on social media, Eagles Pinpool Network, please make sure you do so. It really does help us out. Sharing it really does help us out as well. Just even telling your friends and family, hey, I was listening to this pod. They got a bunch of great episodes. We got 9 shows weekly. It's fantastic. So do yourself a favor and like, follow, subscribe, share, comment, all the good things. So and Q says Ducks over Nittany Lions. Go Ducks, as they probably will roll this weekend over the Penn State Nittany Lions. Who you got on that game?
Yeah, I would take Oregon. I mean, I want Penn State to win, but the smart money would be on Oregon.
There you go. All right, folks. Well, that is going to be it for us. We will see you guys next Wednesday, as we will hopefully be talking another Victory Wednesday, and looking forward to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So without further ado, that's it. We're out of here. So for the – oh, wait. Anything to add before we get out of here, Eric?
No.
All right, there we go. keeping that streak alive. It's God only knows. It's like 350, something like that. But yeah, this is our second episode on the Eagles Pinball Network, but this is like our 350th episode of just this show.
Oh yeah,
and I think if you counted the old show, I think we're almost at
500. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh my! Well, we used to do a 5 days.
Oh, yeah, we used to do it every. Yeah,
we were doing a show every day.
Yeah, I remember that.
We have over 1,000 episodes for sure.
Yeah, we definitely do. Yeah.
Let's start looking into to
a
this.
real number.
Or we could just start claiming longest running duo in Philly podcast history.
I feel like that should be like on our bio. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll put something like up here.
Yes. Yes, I agree. Let's just claim it. Let somebody try to dispute it.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Perfect.
All right.
March 9th. No, March 13th, 2009.
That's right. Yeah.
Something like that.
March 13th. Yeah.
Ever episode. God, it was awful. Don't look it up, people. Don't do it.
Actually, I thought it was pretty entertaining. Although one guy asked us something about a flyer and we didn't even know the guy's name.
Yeah, we were like, fuck the Flyers.
Because the Flyers had just made a trade for Dan Carcillo. We know his name now.
Yeah, we sure do. All right, folks. Well, we're out of here. Have yourselves a great week. Have a wonderful sports weekend. And I will be back on probably Sunday with dives on the Party on Broad college football show, as we're going to be talking all things college football playoffs. So stay tuned for that and all the other shows on the Eagles Pinball Network. So for the Football Smack Talk show, I am Ryan.
I'm Eric. Happy football, everybody. Go Birds.
Go Birds. And thank you, everybody, for the comments today. We do always appreciate that. Thank you. Good night.